friendless seize the day.
Friends of the friendless seize the day.
Raise up the torch and light the way.
Raise up the torch and light the way.
Proud and defiant, we'll slay the giant. Let us seize the day. Neighbor to neighbor, father to son, one for all and all for one. Open the gates and seize the day.
Open the gates and seize the day.
Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Neighbor to neighbor, father to son, one for all and all for one. Neighbor to neighbor, father to son, one for all and all for one. One for all for one. Thunders fill the poppy flow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the lark still bravely singing flies. Here's heard amid the guns below, we are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields, in Flanders fields. Now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up your quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if he carries you home. Listen, my love, to the song I sing, calling to you in a beautiful song. Gently, sweet, and free, it beckons you, circles around you, and carries you home. Listen, my love, to the song, my heart it is calling and calling its beautiful song. Gently, so gently, it beckons you, it circles around you, and carries you home. Come to me, oh my love, come to me, oh my love, oh my love, come to me, oh my love, come to me. Tell me where is the road I can call my own, that I left, that I lost so long ago. All these years I have wandered, oh, when will I know? There's a way, there's a road that will lead me home. After winter
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 2021 Senior Awards Ceremony. It's certainly great to be here this evening as we all realize that this ceremony is not to be taken for granted. I'm Brendan Smith. I'm the high school principal, and it's been a pleasure and honor to serve these very resilient and high character young men and women. On behalf of our high school faculty, we extend our appreciation to the families, friends, and community members for being here to support this very remarkable group of seniors. We're most appreciative and grateful for our presenters, scholarship sponsors, and benefactors for their philanthropy. Their generosity will have a lasting impact on our seniors' futures, and in some cases, open opportunity could never been imagined. Year after year, I marvel at the community's extraordinary support in making this evening extremely special and possible. With that being said, I have the privilege of introducing our first presenter this evening. In my 35 years as an educator, I've never had the privilege of being in the presence of a United States Congressman or Congresswoman, let alone introducing and welcoming one to Grove City. This is certainly once in a lifetime, once in a career opportunity and honor for me. Our first presenter this evening is United States Representative Mike Kelly. Congressman Kelly is a graduate of Butler High School in the University of Notre Dame. He is the owner of multiple automotive dealerships that employ over 100 people. He has served on a number of corporate and civic boards and has done extensive charitable work, most notably in the area of childhood cancer research. Since 2011, Congressman Kelly has served the 16th District of Pennsylvania. He has received numerous awards and distinctions for his service to his constituents and our country. Congressman Kelly and his wife Victoria, a former elementary school teacher, have 4 children and 10 grandchildren and currently reside in Butler. Please join me in the privilege and honor of Grove City High School welcoming Honorable Mike Kelly to the podium to make a special presentation in recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smith, and thank you to everybody who's here this evening. I think the most unique thing about America, America was the first country that really had thought about public education as the key to the success of that nation going forward. So tonight, your teachers are here with you. Those that have spent their years with you, trying to give you the knowledge that you're going to have to go forward. They're here with you tonight. Your parents are here with you tonight. Your grandparents are here with you tonight. And they're all here to honor you. Because we know that life is a relay race. One generation handing the baton off to the next generation to carry it proudly and carry it as fast as it can be carried, and always maintaining our stature in the world. There is no other nation in the history of the world that has done more for fellow men than the United States of America. Well, I told Dr. Smith when I came in, and for some of you, you may be in the same category as I am. So I graduated from Butler in 1966. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of the people that I graduated with. And you're going to always be one thought away from being right back home, right here, right on this field with your fellow graduates. This is a landmark occasion in your life. And so we call it commencement. And the whole idea behind it is now it's going to be your turn to take what you've learned here and take it out into the world and make the world a better place. And again, there is no other nation that has made the contributions that America has made. We are so fortunate to have you taking that baton and carrying it forward. And it's my honor tonight to honor one of your co-graduates. I remember when Gabe Nichols first was seeking this idea to go to a military academy, go to West Point. And if you know the history of West Point, and you have been on that campus, I've been on it many times. One of the most telling moments of West Point is to go on to the field, the graveyard, and look at those names and look at those dates and look at those people who served. Who served. You are now going to become part of that great gray line, right? It's an incredible honor. So I have a couple of awards for you. This is a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Gabriel Nichols and to honor and commemorate his dedication to service, June the 1st, 2021. I also have a certificate for you. In this box, Gabe, is the flag of the United States of America. Just want to make a point about this. Never in our history have we seen, in our history, our generation, the turmoil that's taking place right now in our country. I would say to those who question the United States and question what she has always stood for, please take a longer and a deeper look, and especially look to those who've served in our military and who gave their lives to sustain this wonderful, incredible country. So we flew a flag for you, what I consider the greatest capital in the whole world. With that comes a certificate that this flag of the United States of America, at the request of the Honorable Mike Kelly, this flag was flown for and is presented to Gabriel J. Nichols to honor and applaud his appointment to the United States Military Academy. Gabe, congratulations to you. And to all your fellow graduates, thank you. And I'd like you to do is turn around and look at who's behind you, because they're the folks that have always been behind you, and they're the folks that made it possible for you to get a great education in a fantastic community. So congratulations to each of you. To our parents and our teachers, thank you. Thank you for what you've done in order to prepare these folks for the future. Thank you so much. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Congressman Kelly. Thank you. And congratulations, Gabe. Students in the top 10% of their class are recognized here this evening, along with a faculty member they selected that has impacted them as both a student and as a person. An insert in tonight's program details the positive influence of the selected teachers for each of the respective students. With the following students and teachers, please come to the podium as your names are announced to be recognized. Please remain on the field until all the students and teachers have been announced, and you may applaud for each individual student and teacher. Thank you. Michael Brooks and Mr. Vincent Anastasi. Mary Coulter and Miss Amanda D'Alessandro. Bailey Delaney and Mr. Richard Andrews. Carissa Dunkerley and Miss Karen Sanita. Kiana Flieger and Mrs. Heather Fry. Hunter Harris and Mr. T.J. Mortekos. Alex Hemmerlin and Mrs. Heather Fry. Janelle Hickley and Mr. Bill Hoffman. McKenna Isles and Mr. Dennis Ranker. Harrison Cale McEwen and Mr. Rob Haggard. Amanda McNabb and Mr. Bruce Irvin. Alexa Nemec and Mr. Dan Nemeth. Rebecca Santom and Mr. Jared Henshaw. Gwenna Torvik and Mr. Chris Bauer. Miss Abigail Weller and Mrs. Hannah Flowers. Congratulations, students, and congratulations, teachers. Thank you so much.
Each year, the Mercer County Career Center recognizes outstanding students in their respective areas of concentration. The following students were recognized at Mercer County Career Center's award ceremony. If present, please stand. Outstanding Senior Award, Hannah Matheny. Outstanding Senior Award, Cameron Hutchins. Skills USA Member State Medalist, Auto Computer Estimating Competition, Cameron Hutchins. Skills USA Member, Technical Computer Applications Competition, Jameson Patton. National Technical Honor Society members, Katie Walkery and Leather Wilson. The Challenge Program recognizes seniors who have excelled in academic excellence, academic improvement, attendance, community service, and STEM activities. This year's recipients are, for perfect attendance, Sarah Evans, community service, Hannah Foley, academic improvement, Brooke Shingledecker, excellence in STEM, Rebecca Sansom, and academic excellence, McKenna Isles. You can come up to get your award.
I know you're getting sick of seeing me. Now you know how they feel. Distinguished scholars, students who have achieved an overall grade point average of 96% or higher are recognized as distinguished scholars. A plaque commemorating this achievement will be sent to the students at a later date. Would the following distinguished scholars please come to the podium as your names are announced to be recognized? Please remain on the field until all students have been announced. Carissa Lynn Dunkerley. Alex John Hemmerlin. Michael J. Brooks. Mary Elizabeth Coulter. Bailey Joe Delaney. Kiana Flieger. Hunter Thomas Harris. Janelle Annette Hickley. McKenna Elizabeth Joy Isles. Harrison Kit Kewen. Amanda Jean McNabb. Alexa Grace Nemec. Rebecca G. Santum. Gwenna B. Torvik. Abigail Marion Weller. Congratulations, students. Thank you.
In 2015, Grove City Area School District made a very important decision. Instead of busing students with severe physical disabilities to special education classrooms outside of Grove City, we decided to provide their education within our schools. This decision impacted the lives of many within our schools and across our community. Hannah was the very first student with a severe disability to be brought back to Grove City. Bringing Hannah back to Grove City High School was a huge step in creating a fully inclusive educational community. Hannah graduated last year. While in high school, she participated in Unified Sports, Eagle Friends, and worked at Eagle Express. In her 6 years at GCHS, she left an enormous impact on students and staff. She helped raise awareness about disabilities, which started the You Belong GC movement. Last year, a scholarship was started in Hannah's name. The Hannah Mallory You Belong Scholarship is awarded to a GCHS senior that strives to make everyone feel that they truly belong within our community. The recipient shows kindness and goes out of their way to make others feel valued. This individual looks past disabilities and focuses on the abilities of others. This scholarship was named after Hannah because she was the pioneer for including individuals with severe disabilities in Grove City. She helped our school break down barriers and learn more about creating environments where we're not only included, but we feel that we belong. This year's recipient is a person that shows genuine care and concern for others. She is an individual who strives to make a difference. This young lady always has a smile on her face. and goes out of her way to help others. She has assisted with many of the You Belong projects and works outside of school to help individuals with disabilities. She plans to attend college and major in early childhood education and special education. This year's recipient of the Hannah Mallory You Belong Scholarship in the amount of $250 is Miss Isabel Hughes.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Heather Fry, and I am the gifted support teacher for the Grove City School District. I'm here tonight on behalf of the Hillview Center teachers and staff to wish the class of 2021 good luck and present a few special scholarships. Many years ago, Mrs. Linda Kraft was the gifted support teacher for the district. Tragically, she was killed in a car accident, and the teachers and staff at Hillview wanted to honor her with a scholarship. Teachers and staff dress down every Friday and donate money for scholarship fund. It was such a success, we started a second scholarship, the Hillview Scholarship. The Linda Kraft Memorial Scholarship is open to any senior that actively participated in the gifted program. Students write an essay about the impact the gifted program had on their educational career. The Hillview Scholarship is open to any senior that attended Hillview. In 2016, upon the death of our beloved fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Debbie Cooper, students write an essay describing a teacher at Hillview that exemplified one of the characteristics that Mrs. Cooper taught her children in the play Character Matters: patience, forgiveness, responsibility, kindness, honesty, and courage. We would like to thank all the students that wrote scholarships this year. We had a wonderful time reading all the essays, reminiscing about our time at Hillview. Tonight, I would like to award the $700 Linda Kraft Memorial Scholarship to Alex Hemmerlin. We had a lot of essays submitted for the Hillview Scholarship, and they were all fantastic. We would like to present the $700 Hillview Scholarship to McKenna Isles. I would like to make one more special presentation tonight. Every year, except the last two, students in the gifted program can attend the National Academic Games Tournament that's held all over the country. We've traveled to many cities. And every year, the National Academic Games League of America presents a trophy and a check to the outstanding senior in the nation that has competed in the National Academic Games Tournament over the last many years of their life. This year, one of our Grove City students was chosen for this top award. She was a national champion in propaganda and a first place teen and top 10 in current events in 2019. National top 10 in propaganda and current events in 2018, and national first place team in propaganda in 2017, with many, many, many local and state awards over the last 9 years of competition. I would like to present a trophy, and the National Competition Board will be sending her a check to Kiana Flieger. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Good evening. As a 1975 graduate of Grove City High School, I'm proud to make this presentation as your mayor on behalf of the Grove City Borough Council. Grove City Borough is proud to offer the Junior Council program to Grove City High School students. This year we had participation from both the junior and senior class. This program is sponsored by the Pennsylvania State Association of Boroughs and provides an opportunity for students to learn about local government, participate in council meetings, and provide community service. We hope that the Junior Council program experience produces future community leaders. So I am proud to announce this year's recipient of the Distinguished Junior Councilperson Award and a $200 scholarship from myself to Hannah Foley. Hannah served as the leader of the JCP program this year during her senior year, and I'm sure she learned a lot about community government.
Good evening. My name is Joanne Smith, and I am an electrical engineer by degree. And I practiced engineering for probably about 6 years for Westinghouse and then Eaton Corporation. And then I made a career shift and went into human resources and started to manage interns in the engineering field. And then most recently in January, I made another career shift, and I am now the assistant director at Grove City College for Career Services. It's a wonderful community, and I'm honored to be here tonight as a member of the Society of Women Engineers, which is abbreviated as SWE. Engineering is a wonderful career choice for women. As you can see, there's so many different areas you can go into once you obtain that degree, and we have been encouraging girls to pursue engineering for more than 70 years. Once they become engineers, SWE provides resources and networking to help them succeed. We have national conferences, meetings, and I've been a member for over 25 years since my freshman year in college. We also support hundreds of STEM programs for girls, including this Certificate of Merit program. This program honors high school females who have high achievement in science and math and are interested in engineering or technology. We would like to publicly recognize SPEO, the Southwestern Pennsylvania Engineering Outreach Organization, for giving SWE a grant to partially fund this program. This evening, I'm pleased to be recognizing a senior at Grove City Area High School. We are so very proud of her and achievement. Congratulations to Carissa Dunkerley.
The Justin Hoffman Robinson Memorial Scholarship is given in Justin's memory to a graduating senior from Grove City High School who is looking to pursue a post-secondary degree at an established institute of higher education. The recipient is planning to study a field which will have an impact on substance abuse and addiction, as well as the prevention of it in today's society. And their career choice has been influenced by their desire to help others. Congratulations to this year's winner of the Justin Hoffman Robinson Scholarship, Abigail Weller. The purpose of the April T. Boshin and Bisick Family Scholarship is to provide 2 scholarships to graduating senior students of Mercer County High Schools furthering their education. One award will be designated to a graduate from Kennedy Catholic, the other to a graduate from Grove City High School. The scholarship is in honor of April T. Boshin, an outstanding woman of character, humor, and heart. The scholarship this year is awarded to Alexa Nemec. The Grove City Women's Club was founded in 1918 during the First World War. A men's business group decided that they needed help and asked their wives to help with all of the problems that were affecting families in town. The group furnished milk for children, hired the first visiting nurse, taught English to immigrants, taught cooking classes, and helped establish the first library. In addition, they performed many other helpful acts behind the scenes. This was the beginning of the Grove City Women's Club. The club has celebrated its 100th year in 2019. The purpose of the club remains the same. The purpose shall be to promote interest in community welfare, good citizenship, education, and the fine arts. From the beginning, emphasis was placed in the education of Grove City children, all ages. The high school award was one of the first projects. Each year, it has been awarded to one of the graduating seniors. It reads, an award is given to a high school graduating senior who is furthering his or her education. This year, the award recipient is Lily Garner.
The Deep Millennium Eagle Foundation provides scholarships to recognize Boy Scouts from Mercer County who have earned the rank of Eagle Scout while in high school, as well as planning to further their education and continue their community service. The recipients have demonstrated academic excellence and service to others. I am pleased to present the $500 Deep Millennium Eagle Foundation Scholarship to Corey Medby. The Mercer County State Bank Scholarship. For over 15 years, the Shenango Valley chapter of credit unions, in conjunction with Cross State Credit Union Association, has invested in the educational lives of young members by offering scholarships. Applicants must be a member of their credit union prior to submitting their application. Members must be between the ages of 17 to 24, pursuing post-high school studies at a college, university, or vocational trade school. The winner of the scholarship for 2021 is Eva King.
This award was established in the 1950s by the Cooper Foundation to be given to a Grove City High School student to aid in the cost of paying for post-secondary education. Students are nominated by the Guidance Department based upon academics and character. The recipient of this year's Cooper Cameron Scholarship is Michael Brooks. The Nellie Egan Excellence Award is presented to honor the academic excellence of the top 3 graduating seniors who have completed all 4 years of their high school education at Grove City High School. On behalf of the Grove City Foundation, I would like to congratulate this year's winners of the Nellie Egan Excellence Award. The first one with an award of $1,500, Carissa Dunkerley. The second award, in a total of $1,000, Alex Emerlin. And the third award for $500, Alexa Nemec.
Each year, the Grove City Area Chamber of Commerce presents the Business Community Scholarship to one or more Grove City area senior high school students, typically up to $500 each. Applications are reviewed by a committee of the Chamber of Commerce. For consideration, students must be a Grove City area school district graduating senior, be accepted at an accredited academic institution, minimum of 2-year program, intend to major in a business-related field, maintain an average at Grove City High School of 85% or above. The Business Community Scholarship is made possible through generous donations from local businesses and organizations. This year's donors include Bashland Industries, Inc., Beans on Broad, Cash Dollar and Associates, LLC, DALRT, Inc., doing business as Duncan, Housemaster Home Inspections, and Turner Insurance Agency, Inc. The number of scholarships we are able to award each year is based on the amount of donations collected. For 2021, we are awarding 2 business community scholarships, each in the amount of $525. And they go to Carissa Dunkerley and Natalie Morowski.
The Grove City High School Art Award recognizes a student artist who demonstrates dedication, authenticity, craftsmanship, technical skill, but most importantly, a passion for creativity.
As part of our district's community arts initiative, this award is meant to be an opportunity to share quality student artwork with a larger audience.
With many deserving candidates, on behalf of the administration, the art department has chosen Emma Sankey. So again. So Avidum originated in Lancaster, PA by a group of high school students in 2009 after their friend lost his bout of depression.
The Cocalico High School students have started a movement that is currently in 150 schools and counting across the country. They came up with the word Evitum using Latin roots, which translates to "I've got your back." And if there was ever a year for someone to have your back, it was this one. This year was obviously something else, but these seniors came to school with a smile, ready to work, ready to lead, and not only embraced their own strengths, but they encouraged their classmates as well as underclassmen to do the same. And I can't speak for all teachers, but I'm sure they'd agree that these girls even made our days brighter too. The Evitum Hero Award is given to a senior who is not only a member of our school's Evitum, but who embodies positivity. They accept, appreciate, acknowledge, and care about their high school experience and willfully encourage others to do the same. This year we have 6 recipients. Each recipient will receive a certificate, a lapel pin to wear at graduation if you choose, and a sticker because stickers are fun. So congratulations to this year's Evitum Heroes: Belle Hughes, Ella Landshak, Bella Louise, Natalie Morosky, Gwen Torvik, and Gracie Thomas.
It is my honor to present the GCHS Faculty Future Teacher Scholarship. Each year, the teachers of the high school have the opportunity to participate in Denim Fridays. We give a donation, we're permitted to wear jeans. These donations are collected all year in order to provide a yearly scholarship to a future educator. This year, the teachers at GCHS raised enough to award a $500 scholarship to one deserving senior. After reviewing all the applications, the senior receiving this year's award is Ryan Locktosh.
The Valerie Texter Spanish Club Scholarship is available to students who have completed a 3rd year of Spanish and are graduating this year. The scholarship is named in honor of Valerie Texter, a 1998 graduate who died of cancer soon after graduating. Valerie participated in the elementary Spanish program we once had and loved working with children in the younger grades. She also completed 4 years of a Spanish study. It's my honor to award this year's Valerie Texter Spanish Scholarship to Hannah Foley. I would also like to congratulate the inaugural graduates of the Pennsylvania State Modern Language Association Global Scholars Program at Grove City Area High School. This nationally recognized program and honors is an interdisciplinary program where students strategically select their courses to provide an outward global perspective in their academic studies and community service. I'm elated to celebrate the first 4 graduates of this Grove City High School Global Scholars Program this evening. They are as follows: Carissa Dunkerley, McKenna Isles, Corey Medvey, and Alexa Nemec.
My name's Pat McElroy. I'm the high school librarian and drama director. Here to present first the Maxine B. Nelson Scholarship, sponsored by the Community Foundation of Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio. This is awarded to a graduating senior who has served as a library aide at the high school at some point during their high school career and in pursuing a post-secondary education at an accredited college, university, or trade school. Congratulations to Janelle Hickley. I'm also here on behalf of the Schaefer family to present the Schaefer Family Theater Award. Jason Schaefer, the award's founder, is a graduate of Grove City High School and now is working as a professor of literature and theater history at the United States Naval Academy and serves as the dramaturg for the Academy Theater Troupe. The award recognizes seniors who have been active participants in the theater program for 4 years of high school, both with roles on stage and off stage, having been leaders and supporters of others in the program, demonstrating how the skills cultivated in the theater serve students in all aspects of their lives. As usual, many of our seniors fit that criteria very well, so I'm glad to present this to two deserving seniors this year. Our first recipient has been a costume crew member and crew chair, in addition to playing several roles on stage and serving as the Thespian Society officer. And our other recipient has been an actor during all 4 years of high school and also a thespian officer, while also being one of our most active construction crew participants, putting in long hours building sets on the weekends. So thank you to them and congratulations to Mary Coulter and Ethan Hines.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Flowers, and I am not only the Director of Choral Activities here at Grove City High School, but I'm also the founder and the president of the nonprofit, the Mercer County Choral Directors Association. It is my privilege this year to pass this scholarship on to a member of Grove City High School. I have passed this scholarship on the past few years to other students in different schools, but I'm really excited to give it out here. And I did abstain from voting, so it was legal. It is our pleasure to award the 2021 Mercer County Choral Directors Association Music Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Miss Abby Weller. This scholarship is granted to a dedicated graduating high school senior who's planning on majoring in music education in the fall. Her dedication to her school's music program, after-school activities, and academics is admirable. It is clear that she's passionate about music and music education. Teaching is truly a rewarding experience, and we're pleased that you have decided to share your talents and passions with your future students. I'm going to make her stay here because it is also my honor to present the Sonny Zambino Music Scholarship. Sandra Zambino is a 1970 graduate of Grove City Area Senior High School and was awarded $100 for going on to college as a music major. With inflation, it is Sonny's hope that the beneficiary will be as happy receiving this gift of $1,000 as she was when she received her $100. Congratulations to Abigail Weller, the 2021 recipient of the Sonny Zambino Music Scholarship.
The American Psychological Association Academic Achievement in Psychology Certificate is issued to students who have displayed academic achievement, class leadership, and willingness to embrace the field of psychology. There are two recipients this year, Carissa Dunkerley and Erin Schwartzbeck.
The Matthew Tottarello Memorial Award is offered each year by Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Tottarello in memory of their son Matthew. Matthew was a 1993 graduate of Grove City High School. Like many students we see today, Matt was a nice young man. Not as good a student as he could have been, but was unsure of his direction in school and in life. While in high school, he developed an interest in visual communications and ski club. After graduation, he originally thought he might like to go to culinary school, but changed his mind. He spent one semester at the Art Institute of Pittsburgh and then 2 years at Butler County Community College. Still being unsure about what he wanted, in the fall of 1996, he decided to study photography at Daytona Beach Community College. His interest in photography became his dream. He loved the school, the classes, and the instructors. He called home weekly to tell his parents all the exciting things that he was doing. In December that year, Matt became very ill. His parents flew to Florida to see what was wrong. Matt died from his illness on January 5th, 1997. He was only 21. The Matthew Tottarello Memorial Award in the amount of $500 is given in memory of Matt and his dream, with the hope of encouraging others to pursue and realize their dream in Matt's name. In Matt's memory, someone has noticed you, someone has cared. This year's recipient is Lily Catherine Garner.
The Mercer County Hall of Fame awards the highest ranking graduate male and female athlete that have lettered in at least one sport during their high school career. The winners of this year's Tom Burns Academic All-Star Awards are Alex Hemmerlin and Carissa Dunkerley. Now, I don't think this was practice, but this is how we typically have done this award. Would the winners of the Franks Jiggs Wolford Athletic Award please stand up and come up here and stand next to me? On October 19th, 1935, Grove City High School hosted Sheridan football. Less than 4 minutes into the game, Frank's Jiggs Wolper collapsed in front of the goalpost while blocking for a teammate who had intercepted a pass and was running for a touchdown. Frank Wolper was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead of a heart attack. The tragedy was announced at halftime and the game was canceled. A newspaper account stated that Frank's Jiggs Wolford was more than a good player. He was a friend of every student in the school and contributed as much as he could in the community. He was not a flashy player, but a boy who worked very hard every minute, carried out the instructions of his coaches with extreme caution, and sacrificed personal glory to assist the teammate whenever possible. These Grove City High School senior student athletes have demonstrated the qualities of Frank Jiggs Wolford, and most of them have received their plaque at their banquets. The ones that have not will be receiving it at a later date. I would like each one of them to step forward if they are here when I introduce their names. Golf, Sam Norris. Girls tennis, Mary Coulter. Football, Matt Howard. Volleyball, Katie Lockery. Boys cross country, Ben Nichols. Girls cross country, Alyssa Kelly. Girls soccer, Megan Bolin. Boys soccer, Eric Baumgartner. Boys basketball, Sam Norris. Girls basketball, Clara Hannon. Boys swimming, Cale McEwen. Girls swimming, Amanda McNabb. Wrestling, Corey Medvey. Baseball, Isaac Chris. Softball, Amanda McNabb. Boys track and field, Ryan Locktosh. Oh, maybe he wasn't aware of that. Well, then the next one might not be aware either. Girls track and field, Clara Hannon. And boys tennis, Eric Baumgartner. Thank you. You may be seated.
The Grove City Athletics Club formed in 2018 to cater to youth, family, recreational, and serious runners in our community. The club sponsors the elementary track and field and cross-country programs, and we like to continue our sports to athletes as they enter their collegiate running careers. This year, we're awarding two $250 scholarships to students who have demonstrated athletic excellence at Grove City Area High School and will be running onto their respective universities. The first is Carissa Dunkerley. Carissa will be running at Carnegie Mellon University in the fall for the cross-country team. And the second is Becca Santom. And Becca will continue her running career at the University of Mount Union.
Each year, the Grove City Wrestling Program awards a scholarship for the amount of $500 to a senior wrestler based on wrestling performance, academics, and community service. We are thankful to be able to continue awarding the scholarship this year despite the tough financial impacts of the COVID pandemic. The scholarship would not be possible without the generosity of our community and the hard work of our parents and boosters. This young man receiving the Grove City Wrestling Scholarship this year is a 3-year varsity letter winner. He has earned the highest GPA for his grade all 4 years of high school, is a member of the National Honor Society, and he has displayed a commitment to helping others in our community. He has earned the rank of Eagle Scout from the Boy Scouts of America. While not a superstar on the mat, I have seen firsthand how his commitment and effort have led directly to securing dual meet wins for our team. He is always on time, respectful, and someone, quite frankly, that you never have to worry about as a coach. I am proud to announce that next fall he will be attending the University of Pittsburgh and majoring in computer science. I have no doubt this young man will continue to excel academically throughout his collegiate career and continue to give back to whatever community he's involved in. This year's scholarship winner is Corey Medvey.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2021. My name is Tracy Jazemski, and I'm the football and basketball cheer coach here at the high school. As a coach of 10 years, it is my honor to be here tonight on behalf of the Grove City High School Cheer Boosters to award one of two cheer scholarships to a graduating senior cheerleader who participated in cheer for either football, basketball, or wrestling while a student at the high school. This scholarship is awarded to the cheerleader who submitted an essay based on the following prompt. What does cheerleading mean to you? How has being involved with the cheerleading program at the high school affected you? And how will it help you in the future? To quote this year's recipient of the GCHS Cheer Boosters Essay Scholarship, being involved in cheerleading program through the high school has been one of the most rewarding experiences I have participated in. I am committed to continuing spreading joy and positivity throughout my life, and I have cheer to thank for that. Soar forever. This year's recipient of the 2021 Cheer Boosters Essay Scholarship goes to Miss Alexa Nemick.
The Grove City High School Cheerleading Organization would also like to present a scholarship to our cheerleader with the highest GPA. We are very proud this year to have 4 cheerleaders in the top 10 of the class of 2021, and very proud of this cheerleader in particular. This cheerleader with the highest GPA is the one that never quits and never gives up. I've had the pleasure to not only coach her through her high school career, but also watch her grow up over the last 17 years. It's my pleasure to award Alexa Nemick, the girl who never quits no matter what she is told, our scholarship for highest GPA.
Roger Flynn Scholarship was created by a group of my friends at the conclusion of my coaching career. It is intended to honor a graduating member of the Grove City High School girls basketball team. This year's selection is a very hard worker and a great team leader. She's a very good basketball player, an outstanding young lady. This year's winner of the $500 scholarship is Becca Sampson.
Welcome, friends, family, staff, but most of all, the class of 2021. Woo-hoo. I'm Bobby Thorne. I'm a wellness instructor in the district. For those of you in your 30s and 40s, that would be a physical education teacher. Those of you that are old like me, I am the longest tenured phys ed teacher now that Mrs. Schutz is retiring. So I'm a gym teacher. I'm here tonight to award the 9th annual Justin Griffin Physical Education Leadership Award. I'm also Justin's uncle. Justin would have graduated in 2016 if not for a tragic bicycle accident before his freshman year. Our friends and family have participated in an annual Thanksgiving flag football game nicknamed the Turkey Bowl for the past 56 years. Justin played with us from the age of 10. For the past 9 years, the participants of the Turkey Bowl have donated money in honor of Justin with the aim of establishing an annual award in his name. Through the generous donations of the Turkey Bowl participants, I am pleased to be able to award a deserving senior the Justin Griffin Physical Education Leadership Award. The criteria for receiving this award is based on student performance in the physical education classroom in the areas of teamwork, effort, sportsmanship, and character. The Physical Education and Wellness Department, consisting of myself, Mr. Herman, Mr. Jury, and Mrs. Shulo, are pleased to announce the 9th annual recipient of the Justin Griffin Physical Education Leadership Award to, that's too easy. Let's see if you can figure it out, class of 2021. This senior is a male. Oh, you need more? Oh, okay. This senior played on the basketball team. Narrowing it down. This senior will continue his basketball career on the court at Messiah University in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. That's right, class of 2021. This year's Justin Griffin Physical Education Leadership Award goes to none other than Luke Hostetler.
Good evening, class of 2021. It's great to see everybody back this year all together, and I wish each one of you Godspeed in your future endeavors. My name's Grant McKnight. I'm here tonight to present the Andrew McKnight Teammate Award for a varsity baseball player who has shown exemplary teammate qualities. A little background on the award. Andrew was a member of the team from 2011 till 2014. Saw very little playing time, but his love for the game kept him coming back day after day. And at the end of his senior year, Coach Herman called me and said, "We're going to give Andrew a little award. The team has voted on it." They gave him a small plaque that said he was the teammate of the year. He was always out there, pick people up, get them going, cheer the team on day in and day out. Touched his mother and I's heart, and we decided to continue this award yearly to a senior on the baseball team who continues to exhibit those types of qualities. So this is the 7th year I've given this award, and this year's award winner goes to a talented senior who not only was the consummate teammate on the baseball field, but was also a member of 3 consecutive region championships and a District 10 championship with the Grove City High School golf team. I'm pleased to say that both Coach Herman and Coach Ranker echoed the sentiment that this student athlete is a rare team-first throwback in today's modern team sport era where it's all about me. So please join me in presenting this award, the Andrew McKnight Teammate of the Year Award, to Tanner Homan.
About 8 years ago, I met a woman that has changed lives in Grove City for a lot of people. She passed away in the past 2 years. I can't actually remember the exact day or the year now. It seems to fly right past. All Good Things was a dream that Debbie Little Coachums had. It has continued to grow and work. Today, as I was working on the financial reports for the group of all volunteers, I discovered that we have reached the goal of $478,000 given away to the communities around us here in Grove City and Slippery Rock and Mercer, all around the areas in 7.5 years. Before the end of the year, we expect to make that $500,000 mark. What a great thing that is. It's all because of a group of volunteers that work their hearts out, and all the community that supports us and does come to shop, because without you shopping, we can't raise any money. But today, we're able to present 3 Debbie Little Coachums Memorial Community Service Awards in honor of the memory of our founder. I'd like to call on these 3 and have them all come up here rather than make you go one at a time. Ella Lanchak, Corey Medvey, and Hannah Foley. These 3 young people had to write an essay for us. I was not the judge, thank goodness, because I've read them to try to learn some things about them. wonderful people. Congratulations on graduation. Congratulations on $500 scholarship. The other one is someone special, because they're special too. All of you are. This is a young lady who has been volunteering at All Good Things Thrift Shop since September of 2020. Right through all the mess that we've lived through. Can you imagine trying to work with your mask on when you're sorting clothes? When you're trying to arrange things? You can only let 10 people in the store at a time. You know all about it. It's awful. Because I read the piece that was sent in to us. We asked her to comment on some things. She said, all the time that I've been there, I've experienced nothing but smiles, compassion, and friendship. Thank you, Jessica Cummings, for that comment. Jessica, very happy to present to you a $1,000 scholarship in thanks for your work with us.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2021. You guys have dealt with a lot going back to your junior year, so kudos to you. My mother, Dr. Sharon P. Shipton, was a professor of nursing at Youngstown State University for over 30 years, where she served on various committees for the College of Health and Human Services. She was responsible for creating the graduate degree program in nursing, serving as program chair up until her retirement. My mother was a long-serving member of the Grove City Area School Board, acting as board liaison to the intermediate unit for many of those years. My mother loved to teach and she loved to help young people. In 2008, my mother was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, succumbing to the disease in 2016. It is in her memory that our family presents the Dr. Sharon P. Shipton Memorial Award. This award is given to a graduate who meets certain academic criteria and plans on majoring in nursing. This year's winner of the 5th Dr. Sharon P. Shipton Memorial Award is Ariana Cook.
Amy Lee Montgomery was a graduate of Grove City High School, class of 1984, and Alderson Broadus College in Philippi, West Virginia. Class of 1988, where she earned her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Following college, she began the first 18 months of her career in nursing at Allegheny General Hospital, and in 1990, she joined the staff of United Community Hospital, now AHN Grove City, where she served as a registered nurse for 23 years in recovery and ambulatory care. This scholarship was created to award a graduating senior from Grove City High School who will be pursuing a career in nursing in Amy's memory. The recipient of the Amy L. Montgomery Memorial Nursing Award is Megan Boland.
The ES and Silver Boots Hassler Award is given each year to a hardworking student who often does not get the recognition they deserve. This student embraces each day with a positive attitude, a willingness to help in whatever capacity necessary, and a commitment to excellence. Congratulations to this year's award winner, Ben Nichols.
PEO is a philanthropic organization where women celebrate the advancement of women's education. Our organization was founded in 1869 by 7 college students in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. PEO has grown from that tiny membership of 7 to nearly 500,000 members in chapters throughout the United States and Canada. In Pennsylvania, there are 84 chapters and almost 2,800 women. From its inception 150 years ago, the PEO Sisterhood has taken an active role in the promotion of educational opportunities for women. Today, education continues to be the primary philanthropy of PEO. PEO internationally awards over $6 million annually in grants, loans, and scholarships to encourage, support, and motivate women to achieve their highest aspirations. Each year, our local Grove City Chapter AY proudly recognizing a deserving high school senior woman for her academic achievement and exemplary citizenship. This year's local senior awards are given in loving memory of Nancy Lee Paxton. She was active in the field of education for 51 years, serving as Director of Christian Education at East Main Presbyterian Church and then Grove City College, where she retired as Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students.
On behalf of our local chapter AY, it gives us great pleasure to present this year's PEO Local Scholar Awards to Clara Hannon, Janelle Hickley, and Lily Garner. Please come forward.
In Rotary, we have a saying, service above self. And the applicants for the scholarship had to show how they had service above self. So we had a lot of great applicants, but 2 was to the top. And the 2 people that were the recipient of the Grove City Rotary Club Scholarship are Carissa Dunkerley and Hannah Holt.
Good evening. My name is Dave Blakely, and I'm principal at Lakeview High School. Before I make some presentations, we need to give that gentleman in the blue shirt back there a nice round of applause. What a gentleman. Second of all, guys, we're just about done. Dr. Smith, I would suggest more padded chairs next year. I'm just glad I picked a padded chair. Okay, I am here representing a group called the Maple Lane Farm Charitable Foundation. Let me explain a little bit about the Maple Lane Farm. In 2005, Bill Doyle, owner of the Maple Lane Farm in Mercer, started a tradition of hosting an end-of-the-year party for family and friends. The party was a huge hit with great food, fellowship, and fun for everyone. Over the years, the party has grown to more than 700 people, with all of the proceeds benefiting our local and surrounding communities. Over the past 15 years, the party, now known as the Barn Party, held every September at Maple Lane Farm, has raised thousands and thousands of dollars for local charities and community neighbors in need. Recipients include the Hillman Cancer Center, specifically the Nurses Education Fund. Many of us have strong ties to the nurses. Grove City Rotary Special Olympics, Mercer Memorial Day 500, Sandy Lake Community Library, Leukemia Society, Brandy Springs Park, Leader Dogs for the Blind, the Lakeview Track, football and softball teams, Club 212 at Oakview Elementary, and many, many individual awards. We also sponsor senior scholarships, Lakeview High School, Mercer High School, Grove City High School, Wilmington High School, and Slippery Rock High School. The group is now known as the Maple Lane Farm Charitable Foundation and operates with the philosophy, the true measure of a man is not what he can do for himself, but rather what he can do for others. And I challenge the class of 2021 to remember that. It's what you can do for others that makes a difference. I'm happy to report I'm not giving one scholarship tonight, I'm giving 3. 74 students from 6 school districts applied for the 8 regular $2,500 scholarships. As a member of the board of directors, I'm happy to present 3 scholarship awards this evening. First, and as I call your name, please come forward. First, Miss Eva King. Second, please welcome Miss Tessa Stewart. In many of our scholarships, we tie to a special individual that's made an impact on someone in our organization. And again, those of you that have won scholarships, memorial scholarships in memory of someone special, I challenge you to do some research and find out a little bit more about that special person. Tonight, I'm going to award the Dick Kine Memorial Scholarship to Miss Jamison Patton.
Good evening, Grove City High School, senior class 2021, your awards banquet. What an evening. It's indeed a pleasure for me and a privilege for me to be here. Purpose, well, let me redo that. I can't read my own writing. It's a privilege for me to be here tonight, to share in. Still can't read. Well, anyway, I wanted to be here to actually share with you some of and what you be recognized for some of the success that you've had during your high school career. This is the 17th year that our family has been privileged to award the Madeline Kim Scholarship Award. It's a scholarship that's given to recognize an outstanding graduating female and male who demonstrated exceptional athletic, academic, and leadership ability while representing Grove City High School. The scholarship is a one-time $2,000 award per student to be paid directly to the college, his or her choice. Scholarship has 2 purposes. First, it's a thank you to the teachers and coaches who were instrumental in the development of Madeline and Tim. Madeline and Tim were both high honor students. Madeline was a 2-sport athlete, lettering in both basketball and track. She received her undergraduate degree in mathematics from Wake Forest University. She received an MBA from Yale University. Tim was a 3-sport athlete for the Grove City Eagles, lettering in football, basketball, and baseball. He received his degree in communications from Wake Forest University, where he lettered in football as a Demon Deacon. Both enjoy successful careers. The preparation for all of this began right here at Grove City High School. Secondly, is to provide assistance to deserving student athletes so that he and she may pursue academic and or athletic interest in college. Candidates for this award were nominated by varsity coaches and administrators with additional input from the guidance office. Special thank you to those individuals. Without their efforts and support for their student athletes, this award does not happen. I must also say that the committee that reviewed all of this and helped make the decision was quite impressed with the resumes that they received. You, the student athletes, 2021 class. Before I recognize this year's recipients, I'd like to take a moment to honor last year's recipients. Because of the pandemic, there were no live awards assemblies. So I ask you to join with me to recognize last year's recipients, Mackenzie Haggard and Spencer Pokran. This year, as is the case every year, there were a number of outstanding nominations. It never gets any easier to select one male and one female. The recipient of the Madeline Cash Dollar Scholarship is an excellent student as well as an athlete. She was a two-sport athlete here at Grove City High School. She was recognized by the district, the region, at 8 letters. She did all this while maintaining an exemplary academic career. As one of her nominees said, and I quote, "Perhaps the most notable is that people want to be in her company. She utilizes this not only by being a great leader, but also by raising the spirits and morale of those around her. This leads to a driven and productive environment wherever she goes." This coming fall, she's going to the University of Mount Union. Rebecca Sanders. The Tim Cash Dollar Scholarship recipient was also nominated by several different people. He too is an excellent student athlete. He was a two-sport athlete, accumulating five different varsity letters. He was recognized again by the district, the region, and even at the state level. He was the Jig Wolford recipient of 2 different sports this year. He's also accomplished all of this while maintaining an excellent academic credential. One of his nominees said, and I quote, "I've been lucky to have a series of serious conversations with him regarding his future. In these talks, I've listened to him speak about the contributions he intends on making to our society. I'm confident his actions will follow his words. He exudes a sense of confidence that is contagious. He possesses the rare ability to take matters, but not himself, very seriously." The recipient of the Tim Cash Dollar Scholarship is Sam Norris. Congratulations to all of those of you who have received any awards tonight, and best wishes to the class. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here tonight to tell you about a very special person, Ruth Kettler, and to present the Ruth E. Kettler Memorial Scholarship. She was one of the victims of the World Trade Center attacks on September 11th, 2001. It occurred to me that none of you students were born when this happened, so I thought I would share some thoughts not only about Ruth, but about that day as well. September 11th, 2001 began as a beautiful day up and down the entire East Coast. My husband Jack was on a 6 a.m. flight to New York City that morning. I was scheduled to fly there the next day. While driving into work around 9, I heard a report on the radio that said a plane had crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. My first thought was, oh, that poor person. It must be someone who was flying a private plane and lost control of it. Then, reports began to surface of another plane hitting the other tower. I rushed into my office to learn what we were all just discovering at that moment, that our nation was under attack. Since we didn't have any televisions in our building, everyone was glued to the radio. My first thought was that Jack had already landed in New York, but I had no idea where his appointments were that day. I tried calling him on his cell, but kept getting his voicemail. I called our travel agent, yes, in those days we used a travel agent, to confirm that his plane had indeed landed at LaGuardia Airport. But she informed me the 6 a.m. flight had been canceled that morning due to mechanical problems and that he had been rerouted through Atlanta. His plane was in the air en route to New York. What had been uneasiness over not knowing where he was in Manhattan turned into fear that his plane was still in the air. It wasn't until 10 a.m. that he called me to say he was okay and that his plane had been forced to land in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. He then asked me, Nance, have you seen any of this? It's unbelievable. We then started making a mental list of all the friends we knew who worked either in the towers or nearby in the financial district. I tried calling several people, but it was impossible to get through to anyone in New York. Then people started calling me, asking who I had heard from. One friend in particular called from California and asked if I had heard from Ruth. I said that I hadn't, but that I was sure she would make it out. You see, at this point, I still hadn't seen any of the television coverage. It wasn't until that evening, when I went home and saw the images on TV, that my heart sank. I spent the entire evening calling her apartment, finally getting through around midnight. A friend of hers answered and said that he hadn't heard. After a few days, we had accounted for everyone we knew, everyone except Ruth. Any lingering hopes we had finding out that she survived began to fade, and the reality of her death began to set in. Ruthie and I were both born and raised in Grove City. We met when we were 10 years old in Girl Scout day camp and really became great friends when we started junior high. Ruth was a normal kid, serious, respectful, fun-loving, inquisitive, but there was always something special about her. I think it had to do with her passion for life and overall curiosity about the world. She loved to read and she loved to travel, and she loved sports. In senior high, we were involved in a lot of the same activities and classes. We ran track together, but she went for distance and I was a sprinter. She was a varsity basketball player, I was a cheerleader. We graduated in 1976. After high school, Ruth attended Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York, and graduated with a degree in history. Throughout those college years, we kept in touch through letters and phone calls, always getting together when we were home on break. In the fall of 1980, I moved to New York City to begin a career in magazine publishing. Ruthie moved to Manhattan 9 months later and began a job on Wall Street. Ruth worked for several financial companies and in 1999 became Senior Vice President and Director of Equity Research for Fiduciary Trust International. Ruth achieved incredible success in her life, but she never forgot where she was from. As head of equities in her last job, she had a national reputation as the best in her field, yet one would never know that from talking with her. She treated everyone the same, whether it was the doorman in her apartment building or the president of a major corporation. If I had to describe Ruth in one word, it would be integrity. Her integrity was as constant as her beautiful smile and her incredible sense of humor. Being Ruth's friend was both an honor and a joy. We were always a bit competitive in our drive for success in our respective careers, but we were also extremely supportive of each other. I knew that no matter what, she would be there for me, and vice versa. One of my last conversations with her was all about our mothers. Hers was a breast cancer survivor, and mine had just been diagnosed with the disease. The last conversation I had with Ruth was when she called to find out how my mom was doing. I was delighted to report that she was fine. We made plans to celebrate on my next trip to New York. Sadly, that trip was planned for September 12th. Ruth was killed on September 11th. Her office was on the 94th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. I lost one of my oldest and dearest friends that day, someone I had known for almost 35 years. But the world lost one of its best and brightest. All she did was go to work that morning, but she, along with thousands of other people, never made it home that night. In her 43 years on this earth, Ruth lived life with a passion. It's hard for me to believe that it's been almost 20 years since this awful tragedy occurred. I created this scholarship in Ruthie's name for two reasons, and the first one is selfish. I don't ever want to forget about my friend, and I want to tell others about her. And the second reason is my sincere hope that students who receive this scholarship will be inspired by her and will endeavor to make his or her own mark in the world as well. Criteria for the scholarship is as follows: academic achievement, involvement in sports or other extracurricular activities, and definite plans for higher education after graduation. This student should also demonstrate strong character, high moral and ethical standards, and exceptional curiosity about the world in general. In addition to completing an application, students also have to write an essay answering the question, what do you see yourself doing 10 years from now? It is my privilege to award the 2021 Ruth E. Kettler Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $3,000 to Hannah Fulton.
Good evening. My name is Alex Oakes, and I am the president of the junior class. I'm honored to represent the juniors and receive the class key. Tonight is all about the graduating seniors and their accomplishments. Members of the junior class, collectively thank you for being our mentors, leaders, and role models. I personally will cherish the relationships I've been fortunate enough to have with each of you forever. Seniors, we all know you are a special class. The class of 2021 excelled despite a pandemic, and as a result, you have raised the bar even higher for all future classes, not only with your talents, but also with your ability to persevere, not to dwell on the negatives, but to accentuate the positives you've been able to find. You truly have left a legacy, and you will be missed. We wish you the best. Your track record indicates that you all are capable of doing remarkable things with the rest of your lives. Tomorrow is filled with endless opportunities. Today you show us that hard work dignity, and respect towards others are the key factors in making these opportunities possible. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We're implementing a new tradition at this year's commencement ceremony. The ceremony will be directed by a Master of Ceremonies, more appropriately known as the Eagle Ceremonies. Selected by the high school faculty, the Eagle Ceremonies is an individual that's an exemplar of the type of students that the Grove City Area School District strives to produce. The Eagle Ceremonies represents themselves as well as their classmates that set high standards for themselves and meet those standards through hard work and character. They embrace the process of growth through controlling their emotions and thoroughly working through setbacks with patience and persistence. They have exhibited a deep understanding of their subjects and are able to effectively apply those understandings across multiple domains so they can meet new challenges with confidence. They are effective communicators that are willing to collaborate with others, as well as being disciplined and creative. Finally, the Eagle of Ceremonies represents themselves as well as those Grove City High School graduates that know right from wrong, that are courageous to do the right thing when it's not easy to do. They seek to serve their community and are tolerant, inclusive, and most importantly, they are kind. It is my pleasure to present to you the inaugural Eagle of Ceremonies, Abigail Weller. Tonight, with the extraordinary support of our community, we have awarded $38,000 of scholarships and awards to our seniors at Grove City High School. The class of 2021's awards and scholarships do not end this evening. Many of our students have received awards and scholarships from outside of the community, mostly by their future colleges or universities. Seniors, as I say your name, please stand until all students are recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Gabriella Collins, Red and White Scholarship. Ariana Cook, Tower Scholarship. Jesslyn Cummings, Provost Scholarship, the Midwest Tool Collection Association Scholarship, and the Deborah Coachum Community Service Scholarship. Nathan Guy, United Steelworkers District 10 North Scholarship. Isabella Hughes, A. Bruce Smith Scholarship, and Glenda Allen Richards Scholarship. Eva King, County Market Scholarship. Emily Larrick, the Titan Scholarship. Alexa Nemec, Volunteer Scholarship. Alyssa Kelly, Penn State Trustee Fund Scholarship. McKenna Isles, Grove City College Alumni Merit Scholarship. Dance Masters of Pennsylvania Scholarship. Congratulations, students. Thank you so much for being here. We're so proud of these kids. They've just been great to work with this past year. This does conclude our ceremony for this evening. Again, we thank you, families that are here to celebrate with us. We are so appreciative of the generosity of our presenters and benefactors here, to say the least. So thank you. Have a great night and safe travels. And we're looking for good weather tomorrow night for our baccalaureate service. Safe travels. Thank you.